this is where the original shelves, actually let's just go back a step. This is where the house originally finished. These original hardwood VJ panelings are absolutely beautiful. Hang on a sec, guys. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, so that's all original. This is where the house back door used to be. There's an extension through there. I've just taken off this paneling here because the drawer needed to slide, smoothly slide out. I'm actually going to keep these 3 frames. This is where they actually had shelving on it, and for me it's actually a perfect base to hang the brackets from. I've taken the one off that was up along here. I just wanted more height here, and I'm actually going to cut that up tomorrow and put in another shelf down the bottom across there, and then I can literally screw the brackets straight onto them, which is going to help me get a nice straight line instead of having to measure it up. I wanted to get this done tonight because I want to paint this. Super boring, but I'm going to paint this all white. That wiring is all safe. There's conduit getting put on that. They've had to run, I think these, no, they're not going back to the mains. They're going back downstairs for something. I can't remember what, but we are getting power points put in here because this will also become a bit of a electronic technology charging station. So all I'm going to do now is clean up my mess and paint. Tomorrow I'm going to come back through. I need to sand because they glued the old carpet down, so I want to give that a bit of a sanding, and then I will start to do, I'll install my brackets. I have figured out a way on how I can do it. They're not quite what I thought they were going to be, but I'm pretty confident I will be able to work with these. Be a little bit fiddlier than I had anticipated, but sometimes that happens when you're trying to come up with a cheaper DIY alternative. So from here I'll have some drawers, and they're actually like a if that's going to do it, a soft close mechanism on it. So yeah, all I'm going to do is clean up now, and tomorrow you'll see me paint. So it's the next day and I am measuring and cutting my drawers. I'm doing it sort of in 2 stages. The first stage is cutting the base of the drawer, and I'm using a plywood from Bunnings. It is 9mm thick, and that's kind of important that if you end up buying, I had my camera on the table. That was a really bad idea because I think at one point it fell off too. If you're going to use the drawer runners I purchased from Ikea, 9mm fit perfectly in the back of the drawer runner. There's like a little hook, and 9mm just slots straight in and actually helps the drawer stop moving around. So I've measured, I've remeasured, and I've remeasured again, and I think I go back and even make some more little changes because this house is not perfectly straight. And as you can see there, that is the base of the drawer. I give it a very light sand just to take all those jagged edges off of it and to try and make it look semi-professional before I put everything together.
Of who I am when you're far away, and I feel like I'm running in circles around you. And I know I've been acting strange for a while, but I want you close, ooh, ooh, closer.
once I was happy with the drawer sliding in and out the base, I wanted to make the drawer look a little bit more finished. So I kind of put like a shelf around the drawer, or enclose the base of the drawer and just gave it sort of a barrier, so if you open the drawer nothing could fall out. And I just got some pine timber from Bunnings. I don't know the exact type, I just got a height that I thought would actually work for me, and here I'm just cutting it to fit the front of the drawer and the sides of the drawer. I didn't put anything on the back because eventually when we put PowerPoints in, I want leads running off the back to plug into the PowerPoint. So when that time comes, I'm probably going to make a few more amendments to the drawers, and I guess that's the benefit of DIYing your own. You can continue to evolve and amend it and add things to it. So once I've got it all measured up, I just screw it into the base of each drawer.
Overthinking feelings, I just need you to know that I want you close. Ooh, ooh, closer than before. Closer than before. Closer than before. Hiding all my feelings, broken from the start. Wish you never leave me. Am I going too far? But I want you close, closer than before. But I want you close, ooh, ooh, closer than before. And no one knows, ooh, ooh, that I want you close. I'm not overthinking feelings, I just need you to know that I want you close. Ooh, ooh, closer than before. Closer than before. Closer than before. It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, 'cause I'm not tired. I'm thinking about the days we...
So you can see the drawer or shelf starting to take place now. With the drawer runners, there is that hook on the back. So what I am doing now is just drilling a very shallow hole into the sides of the drawer, so that hook kind of just slots in there perfectly. I was thinking I may have had to glue it in, but I didn't have to. It was just the perfect little nook for it to, as you can see here, it just slides in with those hooks right at the back. And that's, I didn't know that about these drawer runners. There were some other ones at Bunnings through their caboodle range, which were a lot different, and they were $35 per set. They may have been better because I think they just either screwed onto the side or completely on the bottom. So if you wanted to do the Ikea ones, just keep that hook in the back in mind, and I went with the 9mm plywood. And then if you do some shelving on the side, just put a little hole in the back of it so it just slots in and it helps hold the drawers in place. And then underneath the runners, I don't think I filmed it, there's actually a little hole, and I use it as a screw. I've got the right size screw, screwed it through, and those drawers are dirty as. What I'm doing now is just organizing how I am going to use the drawer space, organize it, and maximize that sort of area. This isn't our long-term storage. When we eventually close them downstairs, which is starting really soon, this cupboard upstairs is probably going to change, but for the next couple of months, I've got this and it works really well for us because all this stuff here was just stacked up. I think if you saw an Instagram post I done or a story a while ago, it was an absolute mess. Every time you open the cupboard doors, things just fell out everywhere. Now I have not finished, and I am learning as I go through this renovation series with you guys as well and share my tips along the way, that It is really hard to fully complete a room and close the door. It is for me anyway. I've got a family at home, we've got other priorities on our plates, and just completely doing a room doesn't always work. So I have decided with the 30 odd videos, no, not really, I've got about 5 videos sitting there that the rooms just aren't completely finished, and this was one where I decided, you know what, let's just get it up. The main thing was giving you guys some tips on how to build your own drawer. You could build these drawers in a kitchen, in your walk-in pantry. You could build these drawers in a shed downstairs, or like what I have done in a cupboard space, just to make it a bit more user-friendly to pull out a drawer. So this storage space solution is not finished. I do want to put another drawer down the bottom, or a shelf, as you can see where the pull-out containers are from Kmart there. I ended up just putting a normal standard shelf in there. I'm also going to do something with the doors, but I figured that can just be another video, another renovation update on a few things. So this video for me was more about the drawers and storage solutions. So everything I have purchased is from Kmart. I've done a couple of little hacks. This one here is for the kids' iPads to go onto. I've taken one of those wire paper file systems, and I basically just got some pliers and cut it, so I can basically use it as a file system to put the kids' iPads onto. Really simple. Again, I didn't want to invest a lot of money and buy things that may not stay here long term, but this is what I'm looking at here. It's got everything we need, the drawers. Look at that, I made that myself. They work really well, they're functional. We can pull out the drawer to use our printing, and down the bottom I do need to get that sorted and put some doors on, but like I said, I wanted to share the process with you all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will talk soon. Bye.